All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Gone! Detroit!
On first down, Darnold. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Brissett on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jets have recovered. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, Brissett. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They find some open field here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now out come the Jets. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ohio!
A first down throw for Brissett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Brissett, he's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Brown, 41 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Darnold on first down. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Hamilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Gone! Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He shakes him off. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come out here in the eye. Darnold. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. George Kittle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd down and 10, Darnold, and incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Derek Barnett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, they're into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Chark, 43 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it. But
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On second down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is Bio
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dominic Easley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Brissett eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's going to send it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And the Jets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett to throw on first. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Flushed out right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, make it the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Brissett again. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Brissett again. And Amaro's got this one. Touchdown, Jets. Jace Amaro from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chris Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Gone!
Now Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. A give. This is Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out come the Chiefs now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett now. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Brissett sets to throw it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett eluding the pressure right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's got his man. This is Tate. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
1st down, Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to take the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hamilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he's... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett on first down. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Brissett. Dancing to his left. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Let's go.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. With it on the return is Logan. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, now, look at 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely